What's going on, family? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Thank God we still holding strong and pulling on. Pulling right on along. You know what I'm saying? To the drama you can't condone. You know? So, excuse me. Basically what I wanted to say, just, real quick, real brief, like, you know what I'm saying? What if gangstalking didn't exist? Or what if I was never targeted? If gangstalking didn't exist and I was never targeted, where my mental space was at the time when the targeting began for me personally, I either think I would have been probably locked up, you know what I'm saying? Probably would have been locked up. Who knows? I probably could have overdosed on drugs. You know what I'm saying? Probably could have overdosed on drugs. Or I probably could have got hurt out there. I probably really could have got hurt. You know what I'm saying? I was just in a dark space at the time. You know what I'm saying? I fell away from my faith. I was getting into the consciousness heavy. You know what I'm saying? I was really in a dark space. You know what I'm saying? So when my targeting began, I was already in a dark space, but I wasn't in a dark space like I guess they thought I was. And I just didn't respond the way that they expected me to respond. I didn't react the way they expected me to react. You know what I'm saying? Because even though I was in a dark space, you know what I'm saying, I really wasn't that bad of a person. You know what I'm saying? I just sprung out on drugs and just, you know what I'm saying, going through the cycle. You know what I mean? Being on probation, it sucks. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I never really got like heavy charges. You know what I'm saying? Heavy felonies. Only felonies I got was like my first felonies when I was like 17. And then I caught like one other felony, and it was just possession of methamphetamine. You know what I'm saying? It was like it was in a pill. It was in a pill. You know what I'm saying? It was never got caught with crystal meth. It was actually just when they I guess found out what type of ingredients was in the pill that they caught me with. You know what I'm saying? It was methamphetamine in it, and that it was just two small little pills. Two small little pills. You know what I'm saying? About the size of two aspirins. You know what I mean? I know, good. About the size of two aspirins. You get what I'm saying? So that was the other felony. Other than that, misdemeanors and just violation of probation. And it just put me in a dark space. You know what I'm saying? Just continually. You know what I'm saying? Because I had like a long time of probation. You know what I'm saying? It was just something that I just never could shake. But being placed in this program, that's how I could see like, okay, well, God had some part in it. You know what I'm saying? Because it did have some good in it. You know what I mean? I was able to be out of town, able to start over, you know what I'm saying? Able to, find my wife. If the gangstalking existed, that probably would have never happened. You know what I'm saying? Probably would have ended up with somebody, I didn't want to end up with. You know what I'm saying? Situation would have flipped completely different. So I'm just so thankful that the situation turned out the way it did. But of course, nobody likes to be harassed. Nobody likes to go through this. All these sabotages, all this, playing with your money, all these people playing with you wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? Everybody seems like they know something about you. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's really like, you like, dang. You know what I mean? Like, you want to figure out how you can get out of this targeting. But at the same time, you're not trying to compromise. You're not trying to lower your vibration. You know what I'm saying? It got me stopped doing drugs. You know what I mean? I got out of the drug phase. I got out of the phase to just focus on business. Just focus on what I need to do and provide, you know what I'm saying, for my family. You know what I mean? So I'm thankful for that. I'm truly, truly, truly thankful for that. You know what I mean? You know, so I would say if the gang stalking didn't exist for me, I probably would have been in a bad situation. You know what I mean? So, in a little bit of the targeting and stuff like that, I'm thankful because now it sharpened me. But another thing is if the gang stalking stopped. Now, if it stopped from the point of me sharpening, from the part of me being elevated, realizing, you know what I'm saying, being awakened and realizing what everything is, how everything is, and what's going, how people are now, you know what I'm saying, understanding this reality 2.0 and things like that, being caught up in this targeting bubble. If it stopped, I would be kind of light years ahead. I would be more appreciative in life. I would be light years ahead. I would be focusing on all the things I need to focus on. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, people can't erase their memories on what they heard or whatever, but they can, you know what I mean, stop doing the artificial, orchestrated, you know, harassment. Even though it seemed like it's on autopilot, I've seen them hit the stop button. I've seen them chill out. So if it stopped, I'd be like light years ahead. You know what I'm saying? I'd be ready to move on with life and career and be really focused on that. You know what I'm saying? Really have my focus on God and things like that and just move on with life. You know what I'm saying? My life would be completely different. You know what I'm saying? The gang stalking did shift and made my, you know, when the target start and it went overt, it made me, you know, realize, you know what I mean? I need to tighten up. I need to get right. You know what I'm saying? For the innocent people out here that's being targeted, I like, wow. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you've been placed in this program. I don't understand. I could probably understand because of the dark space for me, but I don't think nobody deserves this type of extrajudicial punishment. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. You know what I mean? And I don't think that it should be a life sentence or a continual until they can control you. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I think it should be a stop, an ending point. I don't agree with this program at all, but I definitely feel like there should be a stop button. You know what I'm saying? Especially if the person ain't doing nothing out here, doing everything right, tightening up on his game, staying focused, staying motivated. Definitely it should be a stop button. Definitely. So that's what I'm on. That's what I'm on. And if my targeting stopped, I would be light years ahead right now. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Light years ahead. I'll be light years ahead. And I could say that probably for other TIs and stuff like that. Going through this, going through whatever you went through, you know what I'm saying, and still holding on strong and still being able to be free out here and still have your mental, you know what I'm saying, not be mentally ill. You blessed. You are definitely blessed. You know what I'm saying? And use what you have learned to your advantage. You know what I'm saying? But the targeting has not stopped for me. It calms down sometimes, you know what I mean? People feel sorry, but I know it hasn't stopped for me. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it just keeps me being sharp. You know what I mean? It sucks that I'm not going to have a lot of people that I'm going to rock with. That sucks that that's the case. But either way it go, I still got to do what I got to do. You know what I mean? Regardless of the projections they try to project to me on an everyday basis, I'm going to do what I need to do. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's just not going to stop. And I ain't going to stop. I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to persevere. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to continue to do what I need to do. you know. But, like I said, if the gang stalking didn't exist for me, I probably would have been in a darker space. You get what I'm saying? So for the blessings that I have, it's due to the gang stalking. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that the gang stalking is something that people need in their life, but this is definitely something that shifted me and made me stay focused and things like that. You get what I'm saying? In my targeting, they always got to have somebody in my line of vision. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. They always got to be line of vision. They always, boom. They always got to be in your line of vision. Kind of like chasing them in a way or something like that. But you just come to work. So you just let them play their theatrical play, do what they do. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. That's on them. It ain't got nothing to do with you. I'm just thankful where I'm at. And I'm going to keep working hard, striving hard to continue to be where I'm at and to continue to do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? And stay out the way. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm thankful. But if the targeting did stop for me, I would be light years ahead. With all this knowledge and wisdom and understanding more about this reality 2.0, about the psyche and all these psychological games, I'll be light years ahead. I'll be super focused. Super focused. You know what I'm saying? Nothing could hold me back. You know what I mean? And I give thanks and praise to God for every step of the journey. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, family, hey, peace.